don't know if I need to really get into the specifics. I will say people that know me, I'm fortunate to live in a beautiful house. The only downside is I have very limited cell service. So if you want to get a hold of me, I have to see your face. You got to FaceTime me. So the only response to the communication thing is there's, records in your phone about who called you, when, FaceTime, and there wasn't any specific FaceTimes from any of those numbers that I was looking at. That's neither here nor there because we're at this position. Obviously, that's somehow, what the direction they wanted to go as far as they couldn't get a hold of me, which led for this to be the case. My point was if there was a change that wanted to be made, why wasn't that told to me early in the off season?
Did you try to FaceTime him?
Let's move on from that. I think certainly we tried to communicate, but I don't really know what to say to that. But we wish him well. I'm glad that it's finalized, and we're kind of moving forward.
Were you aware that he had cell phone reception issues in Malibu?
Yeah. Yes. We're not going to get in those details just now. I understand the question, and we try to communicate on a number of levels. Once we couldn't, we communicated with his agents quite a bit. So. I'm not going to get into that. I think that's it's not good for us, not good for them, and we're going to just kind of move forward. But I appreciate the question, but there was no lack of effort and communication on that part from us.
What's packing with you, YouTube? I need a drink for this one. Shout out to the whole PAG, whole Pack Attack gang. When will this shit end? This back and forth between Aaron Rodgers and the Packers organization is starting to become stupid. It really is. The best thing that Brian Gutekunst has done since we traded the former Green Bay quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, Rodgers just seems to try to find anything he can say to justify Green Bay getting rid of him or trading him. It's like he's trying hard to hold on to the Packer fan base. Oh, it wasn't me, guys. It was them. It wasn't me. It was them. I mean, we pay you all this goddamn money. And you buy a house, mansion, beautiful home, like you said, with no cell phone service? That's what we arguing about? That's what this back and forth about is who couldn't get a hold of who? Who gives a fuck? Move on, Aaron. No, I love you. I love you. I love you, Aaron. I do. But move on, bro. You are a New York Jet. You need to be focused on what the New York fucking Jets are doing. Your legacy is already solidified. It is already decorated. You are a Hall of Famer. No denying that. No denying you what you have become, Aaron. You have become one of the historic quarterbacks ever. I mean, We have the whole Mike McCarthy fiasco and him getting fired. And people blaming Aaron Rodgers for that. The Green Bay Packers go on to look for a head coach. They bring in Matt LaFleur, who put together a plan that the Packers loved. And I believe in that plan was to get rid of Aaron Rodgers. I believe whatever Matt LaFleur had orchestrated into getting his foot through the door to Green Bay, it was to get Aaron Rodgers to move on. It's unfortunate it had to be like that, but I think Matt knew that he wouldn't be able to have as much say as a coach dealing with a highly decorated quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. And I believe Gutekunst was trying to change the culture. Like Aaron said, we need to change the culture. Goot did. Goot changed the culture. Get younger. Get younger talent in here. We need to go young. Let's get all of these old guys out that Ted Thompson overpaid. Let's get them out of here. And I respect Goot for that. I really do. Right after McCarthy gets fired and we hire Matt LaFleur, the plan was for Gutekunst and I'm just telling you what I believe. And with Mark Murphy's blessing, I believe Mark Murphy led Goot and led Matt LaFleur try to put this team together, drafting a young quarterback in Jordan Love. And I believe Aaron Rodgers did some petty shit by throwing a monkey wrench in there and playing at an exceptional level that he did, winning those back-to-back MVPs, which put Jordan Love behind a year. Actually, 2 years, because we have the COVID season. That's when he was drafted, the COVID season. So Jordan Love is actually 2 years behind, in my opinion. You don't bring Davante Adams back. Remember, Davante Adams had cut negotiation talks off, I think, like a year and a half before, they tried to, when they re-signed Aaron. The initial issue or process of signing Aaron was that Green Bay, in good faith, told Aaron Rodgers that one of their main priorities was bringing Davante Adams back, which was a lie. They didn't want to bring Davante Adams back. Once Davante had made up his mind, and with Derek Carr being in cahoots of pursuing Davante Adams and working out with him during the offseason, Davante was good as gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Packers came out later saying, oh, we were going to offer him more money. That was after the fact. That was after the fact Davante had made his decision to leave the Packers. So you take one of the best receivers in the game away from one of your MVP quarterback. You're not bringing anybody in special to motivate the guy to want to go out there and win a Super Bowl. You're not communicating with the guy because there's some tension and friction between the GM, the head coach, and the president of the organization. And it's unfortunate that Russ Ball had to get caught up in the middle of this, trying to mend this whole thing, together. But when you have a quarterback who doesn't like to be rubbed the wrong way, who has a chip on his shoulder, who can be petty at times. I think he deserved the right to be a little petty. And like I said, when you walking in those hallways and you seeing somebody that you really don't like, you're not going to talk to them. There's not going to be any communication. So they could sit up here and go along with this bullshit story of, oh, I didn't have phone service. Oh, you have to FaceTime me in order to get a hold of me. Everybody who knows me. Yeah, Aaron, we get what you're saying. Goot wasn't your guy. You wasn't a Goot guy. Goot wasn't an Aaron Rodgers guy. We get that. You have a circle of people you trust, and those people in that circle that trust you. But this is business, man. This is business. And for a quarterback in an organization to bump heads, it's not a good look for the fans, because they seeing this, we seeing this, we watching this, we witnessing this, and we like, whoa, how is this going to affect the future of the Green Bay Packers? Is Jordan Love going to go through this? We seen Brett Favre go through it. Now we seeing Aaron go through it. We seen Jordy Nelson go through it. We seen Greg Jennings go through it. We seen Josh Sutton go through it. And next on the list is Bakhtiari. See, this is when you need a owner in charge. Now, I'm not saying the Green Bay Packers can't operate if they had an owner. Obviously, they've been doing a hell of a job all this time since they, you know what I'm saying, graced their presence into the NFL and became the greatest football team in sports history. To see this kind of shit is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. It is. It is the most tackiest shit. Even just watching Aaron talk about this shit with both the Jets coaches next to him on the podium, they were sick of it. Thank you, Brian Gutekunst, for avoiding the Packers reporters asking the dumb questions. We're moving forward. We are moving forward. That's all you got to keep saying, Goot. But I'll tell you this, though. Goot, your work is cut out for you, bruh. Oh, yeah, it is. You done went through all of this bullshit to get rid of one of the most highly talented quarterbacks ever. The product on the football field, this whole Jordan Love that this whole Jordan Love experiment you and Matt LaFleur was giggling and giddy about when y'all drafted him. Y'all was jumping around all happy. This better work. Y'all have no choice but to make this work. Matt, your play calling is gonna be on call, man. With your play calling, man, it better work. It better work. Now, I understand the NFL media and the Packer players are coddling Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? Saying things, oh, it just feels good to have everybody here. You know, during the OTAs, oh, everybody's here. Just feels good that everybody showed up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to throw little shots at Aaron Rodgers. And it was funny to hear Kenny Clark say stuff like that. It was funny to hear, Romeo Doubs. It looked like he took a couple of digs at the former Green Bay quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. You know, so I just want this thing to just move on. We move past this, Okay, Aaron and Goot don't like each other. Okay, Aaron, we get it. You've talked about this enough. Now, can you stop talking about it and try to go over there and win with the Jets? Because over here in Packerland, we trying to win too. Goot, don't answer no more questions about any of this nonsense. Even the players. Don't answer no questions about Aaron Rodgers. Just say we here to play Packer football. We focusing on the next game, trying to get better. And that's the mentality in the locker room. I don't want to hear nobody, oh, well, you know, when Aaron was here. And the only person that's probably going to do that shit is Bakhtiari. That's the only person I see that's going to answer those kind of questions about Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be Bakhtiari. Because he know he out the door. Because he know he out the door. But anyway, man, I don't want to take up too much of y'all time, man. I just wanted to stop by because I am sick of the back and forth about the Green Bay Packers, you know, front office and how they dealt with Aaron Rodgers. You know, the shit is just completely retarded, man. It just don't make no sense at this point. You know, Aaron, stop bringing up the Packers. I mean, you don't have to answer the questions that, you know, the nosy media. So, Aaron, what were you exactly doing when, you know, when GM Goop was trying to call you? What were you where were you standing at? Were you standing in a spot where you couldn't get any service? Could you move around a little bit and try to see if you can get any? Like, just move on from the horse shit, man. But all I'm going to say is, and I'm going to finish it off right here. Hold on, let me take another drink of this Douce. All I'm going to say is, in this situation with the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers, I'm riding with Rodgers. Why, you ask? Because the Green Bay Packers could have made a better effort for this shit not to happen. You know what I mean? They could have went about this whole thing totally different. They knew what kind of guy they was dealing with Aaron Rodgers. He was on the team for 18 years. All he asked for was to communicate with me what y'all gonna do. What is the plan? I'm the quarterback. I want to keep playing at a high level. Who are you bringing in here to help me to keep playing at a high level? That's all he asked. He asked for anything else. Now, I get it. Y'all got to do y'all damn job. And you don't want nobody dictating or trying to tell you how to do your damn job. I understand. But in this line of business, it's about winning. And that's what Aaron was trying to do. I'm trying to win. What is the game plan on trying to win as a Green Bay Packer while I'm here? And what the Packers do? Not making no effort, not being aggressive enough. All we kept hearing is, oh, well, we made calls and, those conversations and, other conversations and those conversations and these type of conversations. Like, get some shit done. Aaron, let it go. Just let it go. Goop, let it go. Focus on the 2023 season. I'll holler back at y'all, man. I'm out.